Hi friends, welcome. We'll continue to learn our SQLite database management using PHP. So in the first part we have seen how to enable the support from PHP to manage the SQLite database. Now we'll learn how we will connect it, because SQLite is a file based database management system. So how we will connect it by keeping it on different locations, and how we will create tables, connection, and how we'll handle the error modules. So this part we will learn. But before we move, my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add new tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. Let's start the script. We are inside our localhost, so we have created a directory in our root SQLite, and inside that we will be working. So there are right side window is my browser window, there the outputs will see. So first in our file we'll create a connection string. So my connection, this throughout we'll be using it. So this we are keeping a new PDO, this is the new object we are creating, and we are giving it SQLite. Here I am giving my student. You can give any name. This is my student is the name of the database, and I can give any extension. So SQLite 3 I am giving. You can give it based on your requirement also, and there is no restriction that you should use SQLite 3. You can use .db also. So this will create the database for us. So let me just file save as. Let me just put it inside our htdocs. Now SQLite inside this. I am giving this name as config.php file. So this is the file. Now this is the same file I have. You can see localhost SQLite config.php. Let me run this file once. So once I am run it, now let me just see what are the, you can see here there is a config, and there is the my underscore student.sqlite 3 database file which is got created, because here you can see here I have given the name. This is my database name. So based on the file location where I have run this, there this is created. Say I want in a different location. We'll try that. In this directory I will create a new folder. So I will give it name as my underscore db, and inside that I want to create it. So this folder I have created. Now let me go back to my system. Fine. So here instead of this, what I will do is I will give my path here. So but this time I will give a full path. So what I am doing, it's a C. Now XAMPP is my directory. Then inside that htdocs I am giving full path now. My inside htdocs it is SQLite. Then inside that it is my db, and this inside that I will keep that, but this time I will change it name to db. I am changing the extension of it. So this is the one. Previously it was different. Now let me just copy this. Previous one also I will keep it, so you can use any one of this. This is SQLite. Earlier I have just used this was I have used it. So for that I am commenting that line. Now the second one I am using it. So let me just save it. Fine, run it once. So there is no error. Now let me just come back to my this thing inside my db. You can see the my student.db file is created. We know SQLite is a file based database, so it can be created, so I can distribute it along with my file. So I want it to be created relative to my wherever my file script is executed. So they are relative to that it should. So I cannot give a, say if I'll give a absolute path like this, what I have given now right now like this, every time the user someone else wants to run it, it has to change its own path. I want that wherever he runs it in the main file, the script where it runs, it should be there. So for that purpose, what I am going to do is I will remove all this. Okay, now what I am going to do is I will create a constant. Sorry, here I will close this. This is closed dot. Now what I am going to do is file 2 underscores file again 2 underscore. This will tell me the path of the my file what I am running now, that entire path it will give. To that, what I will see, I will use dir name or directory name. This will give me the directory of the path up to this where this file is running. Now through this, here what I, this is same as C SQLite, wherever I am running this one, this path will be given to me. To this I can add my path also. So what I will do to this, I will say my db, because I am going to a subdirectory from the current directory, my db, and this time I am giving my student2.db. So this is a new file is created. So you can see this, in this way what happens, whenever I can distribute the entire folder, and wherever the other person plays this file, it will automatically pick up the current file path, then the directory it will pick up and connect to the inside my db subfolder, whatever the file, database file I have specified, that it will be. Let me just comment the above line. So this line is commented. Now next line is this. I am saving this, running this. Okay, line 4. Oh, I missed the end quote here, and moreover I have to give the path here defined. So it's a subfolder of my current where I am running it, saved it. Now let's run this. Fine. So there is no error. Now let's go to our here you can see my student2, the database is created. To this we'll add our error mode. So error handling, how we will, what will happen, what the system will do when there is a error in our. So by default it remains silent, but we will not keep it silent. There are 3 modes are there: silent, warning, and raise the exception. Because we as a developer we will raise the exception, so it will come to know what has gone wrong, so we can corrective steps we can take it. So for that I am just saying my connection, now set attribute. Now this set attribute is for what? PDO attribute error mode. Now what is the error mode I am giving here? You will change it. By default it is set to only silence, means it will not do anything, it will continue the execution. What you are doing is put it exception. So PDO error mode exception. So now we have set it that don't be silent or just give warning in case of error. Stop the execution, and error mode is exception, we have set it. Now let's just save this and run it once. So we'll see the, okay, fine. So this is worked. Now what we will do is we'll just package this, because this particular connection and this error mode will keep it inside a try and catch block. So and accordingly we'll generate the error message. So for that we'll say we will just change this, particularly this line and these 2 lines, we'll keep it inside a try block. So if these 2 are worked fine, then we'll say that connection is successful, and otherwise we'll say the exception will automatically give the error message. So in this here I am writing try. Now try block I am creating here. I will end by block here. Catch, my end of catch is here. So inside the try I will just cut these 2 lines, bring it inside the try line. So connection is successful. This I am writing it inside our try. So let me just my connection db, fine. So here it is okay. So this is the my try block is over. Now I am inside the catch. This will be executed when there is a error. So inside the catch here I will write PDO exception E. So this is the message it will be catching. Now this message I will execute it here. Echo connection failed. Now my E, the message I am capturing, get message. So this will tell me the message. So that's all. Now let me just save this and I'll just remove this top part. So this try block and this is your catch block. Let me just save this and run once. Line 8, 7, 8. Okay, sorry, here I missed. Connection is successful because this line is printing. So otherwise this would have printed. So this is the standard template. We'll be using it. Now just see this 4 lines of code. We have kept it inside our config. Let me just zoom out a bit. Yeah. So you can see this is our small code which is we are given the name as config.php, and in that, in this particular file will be storing it and calling it from different files. So everywhere at the top connection is successful will come. Now let me just give a line break here. Fine. Okay, so now let me just save this. Now I am just creating another file, test1.php. Now this particular file, what I am going to do is, let me open my config also. So fine. So test1, this where I will, what I will do, I will say require config.php. Now what happened, whenever I run the test1, this particular file will be executed and it will tell me test1.php. Fine. So test1.php file has, when I run this same message I got it, because inside that it has executed this particular file. Inside this particular file I will create a table. Now let me just paste a code here. We will discuss in the next tutorial, we will discuss about all this. So this is just a query I am running to create a table, and I will get a, based on the, if the a query is successful or not, then table student created or not able to create the student. Now note that I am kept it inside test1.php file. First it will config, it will run it, then my connection, this is where it is my connection. This my connection is taken from here, whatever I have the connection object I have created. Now let me just save it. Now run this test1. See, 2 lines it come, connection is successful, table student is created. So this two is now the query is executed. Now I can add the data, or I can even retrieve whatever I want to do. I will write it below that, and I can create the insert lot of records to the table and again retrieve the data also. That we'll see in the next part. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and you will continue learning our SQLite in PHP environment by displaying various data using filters and queries. And if you have any doubts, suggestions, questions, use the comment section below to post it. And my request is, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.